Briente always keeps the forge.
Got a few odds and ends for sale here, if you're looking for that sort. Also buying if you need a fence. Folks from all walks come to join the travellers. Beggars, highwaymen, thieves, all looking to live a life without laws or lords. As far as the traveller camps go, Sun's the largest. They say that Arjun founded it over 60 years ago. The woman runs this camp like a damn army. Everything has its order, and we march to the tune of the Hierophant, bless her. Keeps the coin coming in, at any rate. Arjun thanks the Hierophant for that. And we all do, for that matter. The city's the jewel of Detir, so the gnomes say. A lot of bustle and trade going on there, if you've the stomach for it. So long.
Do a bit of smithing if that's what you're looking for. Got the forge hot? It isn't a hard life, really. I had it hard once, working a brothel in Apatir. But Arjun let me swing a hammer for my coin now. Used to be proper artisans that crafted items for sale in Sun Camp. People still talk of gems and ornaments that they bought here ages ago. The woman's a loyal servant to the Hierophant, and for that we've seen profit. She and Arcia look out for us all. Isn't a place I'd go back to. Had enough of whoring myself and scavenging for coin. It's a rough and tumble place. Farewell.
Welcome to the sun.
The Hierophant keep you. What are you needing with me? Sun Camp is built around trade. Arjun started it before Odessa was built. Surely you're joking. The Hierophant uses prophecy to see what... We don't deal in swords and wars or mad... Arjun is the leader and founder of Sun Camp. She must be one of the oldest travelers in the Phalanx. But the woman's heart is cold iron. Another time, maybe?
The dice are hot in my hand, and I've got a coin purse that's hungry for another's gold. You fancy a game? Not your average folk, that's for sure. But when a man likes to be himself and not someone's servant, well, who else do you turn to? It's a bit of a tight ship here. And Arjun, well, she don't like much. But I don't think she takes kindly to the dicing I do. Of course, so long as I bring gold in, there ain't no complaints made to old Cutter. 2 games we play. In range roll, you specify the ranger numbers you'll roll, but Sun Camp owes its prosperity to the Hierophant and to Arjun. As long as the coin comes in, they own us. Come back if you want to play.
Hi. You and I aren't so different. Once you've done something wrong, there's no going back. There's no erasing it. This is the only life we've got, right? Goodbye.
Hello there. Got a few odds and ends. So long.
Don't suppose you've had word of Arjun? No matter. It's iron I need, not orders. A good many people love the travelers as thieves, but we first started with people like me, tinkers, journeymen, and wanderers. I've been tinkering in this camp almost as long as it's been around. It isn't much like Star or Moon. Argine runs this camp fine, but after all these years, I don't even know her all that well. I've been in Sun Camp since it started, and Argine's been right here with me. She saw Odessa carved into the side of that crater. She keeps faithful to the Hierophant, and it seems in turn that we stay prosperous. Not a bad arrangement. Make my trade as a tinker, fixing pots and spades and shovels for common folk. But with the war on, iron's been scarce. I'm too old to go around scrounging for bits and scraps. If you find any iron components on your travels, I'll pay well for them. That's good. Iron isn't exactly like gold. It should be pretty commonplace if you look. Or even some time at Briente's forge might help. But I'm a tinker, mind you, not a smith. I can't work with finished pieces. I need iron components. Music to my ears. Hand it over and I'll pay you well for it. Farewell. Looks like you're used to dust on your feet. Music to my ears. Farewell. The blessing of the Hierophant be with you. There's a whole world of hidden secrets you can learn with my training, if you're willing to pay. It isn't hard to learn how to find what's hidden. You've just got to look for the usual patterns, the same clues, and you sort it all out. They say the desert's a barren place, but Sun Camp brings a bit of light and color to these rocks by the Hierophant's grace. People in towns and cities think we travelers are shunned. In truth, we're freer than they'll ever know. It was a mining area once. Now there's not much that's left to dig out of the soil, from what I hear. Still, there's enough of other things to scavenge in the mines and quarries if you keep your eyes peeled. Argine's got the run of things here in Sun Camp, and she does a good job doing it, too. Pleasant findings.
So, we have a new arrival in Sun Camp. I have heard tell of a traveler, a true thief with skills in metal. I assume that is you. Your arrival is a blessing of the Hierophants. I hope it will distract my camp from these idiotic rumors of Grim Onwig and his crusade. I am Argine, the leader of the Sun Camp. Under my leadership, I have created one of the largest and most profitable camps in the Travelers. The title Queen of Staves is reserved for the oldest and wisest of the camp leaders. The Hierophant awarded it to me for my service. You would do well to not question those higher than yourself, child. And the Hierophant is not one to be questioned by anyone. From the Hierophant we are given prophecies, portents. The Travelers are blind, but the Hierophant sees clearly and leads them to prosperity. We are not the rabble that many take us for, nor the beggars we are assumed to be. I hold such judgments in contempt. We have our own life in this desert. The travelers of my camp are profitable, orderly, and obedient, all without walls and gates. Go to Whitestone and see for yourself. Are those people any happier? Pfft, they're miserable. Sun Camp is under my authority by the blessed ordination of the Hierophant. We mainly subsist on trade from the city of Odessa. Yes, he wishes to change countless years of tradition because of a misplaced personal grudge, apparently. That can't end well. Very well. There are enough travelers in this camp speaking of this Grim Onwig. We must show that the work still waits. You are versed in our order, and we esteem the blessed Hierophant highly here. Go to the shrine in camp and pray if you wish for work. Farewell. So the Shade has come to Sun Camp. I have seen what happened to Phasmer, such a tragedy. Lucky that you escaped it. I am reminded of a desert parable. An eagle, proud and fierce, was told that none could fly higher than the sun, and that the sun saw all. The eagle took flight with its great wings to block out the sun's light. It could not blot all the light, but it always cast its prey in shadow. You mean who is the eagle, who is the sun, and who is the prey? The lessons of parables lay in the mind of the listener. But you have come. I will have need of such obedience, from what is being said of Grim Onwig and his pathetic plans. The travelers will learn who provides for them and who should occupy their thoughts, and your work will be the conduit for this message. Whereas you stole many treasures earlier, you steal one now. The Master's Pick. It is said to open any lock. I have seen the pick in a small jewelry box on the personage of Elorin Kriet. Find her in the Odessa laboratories. It is an artifact of great power, sought after by all thieves and rogues, for it is said that no lock may withstand its magics. There is some form of confusion around this item. It was on Elorin, but it is unclear if something has occurred. Strike quickly. There is some manner of uncertainty at work here. By the Hierophant's blessed gaze, you have returned to me. Is there further need? The Hierophant asked you to steal the Master's Pick, correct? Then you must... However, there seems to be confusion. Be on your guard, and inspect every detail to find the pick. Be gone.
Another? Bloody chest.
Damn bloody fool thing, Lauren. Oh, did not see you there, stranger. What? What the devil are you talking about? I don't have any sort of... Did you say Master's Pick? Just about the only possession I had that was wholly my own. Isn't even mine any... Oh, now why am I telling you this? Leave me. Friendly? Yes. It has been too long since I've had a friendly, decent person to converse with. Well, I never had this Master's Pick, but I did have a strangely unopenable jewelry box until the Praetorians confiscated it. Now it's rotting in the armory, and all because they think I'm in league with someone they don't support anymore. Such a bother. Ah, very well.
Hey there.
You return, box and all. Boxes are for opening, young thief. But still, this task can be held completed. Except it is not. There is no way into this box nor its contents. How can this pick be of any use to us? This note mentions Guyon Stebik. He's with Motus Mining. Break into his laboratory, find this Aravis engine, and use it to free the key then. From what I'm able to surmise, the pick was confiscated from Aloran because she was to send it to Guyon Stebik. And Guyon seems to have some means at his disposal which Aloran thought could free the pick. This device called the Aravis. Break into Guyon's lab and you can use the device to free the pick from the box. In the Hierophant's name, be gone.
Who are you? A bandit? A scavenger? My what? Why, absolutely not. Who sent you? Stay away from my laboratory. Leave me. Goodbye. Get out of my sight, damn bandit! Goodbye.
comes to Sun Camp.
There is something curious at work here. The Hierophant predicted that you would steal the Master's pick, and you come back with this. I've hated Arcia for years. Always speaking truth, always. But this job, this failure, is a fallacy. How could the Hierophant be wrong? Never mind that. There is a more pressing matter at hand. The Hierophant has another task for you. You must pray at the Hierophant shrine in camp. It is the only means of conversing to our guide. Be gone.
May the road be soft at your feet.
And lastly, you arrive. There is something hesitant in your step, I see. But it is not your step that concerns me. I have learned that an enemy of the Travelers is soon to meet his end. Mon Cointaker has been sentenced to execution. His is a sordid life, and his will be a fitting death. He was a cutthroat, a brigand, a highwayman, and former traveler. He left my flock when we would not serve his gruesome tastes, and with his bloody ways he amassed a great fortune coveted by many. It would be if he was not a monster and a cutthroat, but despite this, Mon has amassed a sizable hoard before his arrest. He has cost the Travelers dearly many times, and sullied our name with his murders. Let the Travelers see the price of those that cross me. He is being held in Convict's Cavern in Apatir. He will give you the key to his hoard. This I have foreseen.
You want to stay clear of this hole. The ones we got locked up inside are the worst of the worst. And that says a lot in Apatir. Keep walking. How Mayor Scoria is paying our fee, but he seems to have some sort of income. Maybe the mines are flush again.
Well, looks like one of Arjean's blew in here. Wonder what the guards would do if I called them over. But Mon won't do that, though it sounds a bit of fun. You are a traveler, aren't you? Suppose Sun Camp came to gloat. Oh, come now, I can't be all that bad, can I? Maybe I did slit some throats. They'll still remember me as the richest son of a bitch in Apatir, who laughed in the Hierophant's face. I can't believe I ever walked with you cowards. Can take a man's livelihood, but not his life, eh? Rats in the desert fighting over my table scraps. Only now they have a shot at the whole feast. More likable than you spineless travelers, at any rate. Well, they've welded my door shut until I reach the gallows, so it's yours. But this is only part of the key you'll need. See? I'm a fair man. I gave the other pieces to the Zungars and the Dark Varis. They're looking for my treasure right now, and I don't think they'll share. This is what you scabs get for picking at Morn's bones. Claim my gold if you dare. Arjin can hold my debt fulfilled if you survive. It's hidden in Snaketail Grotto, but the Zungars and the Dark Varis are probably at each other's good hunting. Ah, my old stomping grounds. Would that I could see it now, filled with eager Zungars and Dark Varis, spilling their blood for my gold.
Well, well. Looks like Mon managed to pull a fast one on pretty much everyone. You know, I remember a time when the Hierophant couldn't be faulted, couldn't be fallible. Guess that's just sand in the desert breeze, Dove. I've found the missives of Sable, and how to get them. I need you to steal them for me. The Hierophant's power is clearly waning, and all the Travelers will suffer for it eventually. I chose this path because of vengeance. I was wrong. It's the future of the Travelers what's at stake. With a proper bit of skill, you're going where no thief of these lands has stepped foot, in the vaults beneath the Odessa Livrarium. Seems to be where the gnomes hide what they don't want found, missives included. I've arranged for Phasma to meet you there, and show you the way in. He knows as much as I've told him. I'd have shown you the place myself, but after own stand, I might be recognized. Phasma's got a good head on his shoulders. He'll help you just fine. These are gnomes we're dealing with, Dove. Forget gold, wine, and power. They prize knowledge above all else. I suspect something to be in those missives that means a great deal to them. But who cares? They've got the book, and we want it. Now go. When you've got it, I'll be waiting for you with some friends in the Hospitalis quarters. I need you to do the impossible. Break into the vaults beneath Odessa's Livrarium. For those that know of it, breaking in is a quick way to the noose. Lucky for us, you thwart death at every turn. Well, most turns, if I hear things right. Meet Phasma in the Livrarium. He'll tell you the rest. I ain't exactly what you call literate, Dove. But all our fortunes lie with that tome. Yours, mine, and the Hierophant's. It's the giant ornately carved stone bloody feather in the gnome's enormous cap, that's what it is. The gnomes built a warren into that crater, and a secret one at that. The safest vault in the Phalanx, and we're robbing it. Amongst Travelers was the best place to be before this Hierophant led us astray. We'll be recapturing that freedom, Dove, with that book you'll be stealing. We're close, Dove. We'll be ridding the Travelers of that problem soon enough, right after you get the missives of... Get on with you.
Milu, good day, Master. I am happy to report that there have been no problems. Not after the perfidious Bruton was dealt with. The villa is yours to do with what you will. If you wish to expand it, the Grand Bursars will It is the financial heart of Edessa. We process all of the income. Of course, since many have their own means, the Bursars will perform various services in exchange for necessary capital. Farewell, Master. Milu, at your service.
If you need anything before you head back out to Datir, you should make sure to look at my stock first. Please, come by again.
Glad you decided to show. Can't say I wasn't antsy with all these squirrel-headed gnomes staring me down crosswise. But let's be quick-like about this. Before you go into the vault, I've got to run you down on what's needed. Grim learned that the gnomes enchanted the missives with a spell that lets them know its location at all times. Trilgaren came up with a solution. The Shroud of Omission. Cover the book in this shroud and the gnomes will forget it exists. Now, are you ready? This is a one-way trip. Once you're in, you'll have to find your own way out. Some old book. Don't look at me for what's in it. The value that those cursed scullions place in the missives is what concerns Grim and I. I don't know if Krilgarin made the bloody thing or stole it, but she said it's one of a kind. Place an object under the shroud and all the world forgets it existed. Seems useless, eh? But in the right moment, it's a damned waggish bedlam. Fair enough. Wouldn't be so keen to jump into that den of skeins mates myself. I'll be waiting here for you. Come by when you're ready. They say this place is the bright center of knowledge, but there's a coldness beneath these floors, like something hidden. Been a bit since we crossed paths, hasn't it? Well, after I got free of that curse, I joined up with Grimm's crew. Ain't been some lily-liver after what happened at Rithen. I'm stronger now, faster. Better thief than I ever could have been under the Hierophant. I don't know if Krilgarin made the bloody place, an object under the shroud, and all the world forgets it existed. Seems useless, eh? But in the right moment, it's a damned waggish bedlam. Grim learned that Krilgarin... Now, are you ready? Through this floor grate here. You'll have to do what you can to keep your bearings. It's a maze down there. And be careful. There might be pint pots, but these gnomes will become vicious if they get wise to you. Right, you better go. Be quick about it. I'll distract them. Let's do this.
There's many items that I see to on a given... Very well.
Ain't no merchant, ain't no trader. Got no coin, got no bread. So what are you needing out of me? Yeah.
Yeah? Hello once more. It seems we just keep running into each other. So long.
Yeah? Were I the one given a free villa, I might want to take a look at the Arcadium, or the Isles, or something besides jawing with me. Right.
Well now, the market's hiked their prices up again. Guess I'll just have to start trimming the stew some more.
Good. What's needed?
The Missives of Sable. I'd like to see what these pages hold. But that needs to wait. Keep that shroud on it. The time has come. While you did this, I finally learned who the Hierophant is. Argene of Sun Camp. We're taking her down, Dove. All of us. One last plan, one last job. The biggest we'll ever pull. I know now. I've had my suspicions, and the last one has been put into place. The Hierophant is Argene of Sun Camp. I've told Argene that I know her secret, and now she's asked to meet me in the ruins beneath Sun Camp. While we're there, you're going to plant the missives on Argene, and the gnomes will have her in chains, like she would have done to me. Argene tried to hand me to the gnomes for stealing the Missives of Sable, a book they value greatly. Only you saved my life. She tried to do the same to you and Phasma in Rhythm. After that, we started putting my true plan in motion. I found the Missives of Sable and found the Hierophant's identity. Now, we'll frame her for the crime she tried to have me killed for. Too easy for one. Even if this started with a need for vengeance, the plan's grown bigger than that. Argene's leveraged her powers to become nearly a goddess for the Travelers. We need to show them all the truth. When word spreads of the Hierophant's arrest, they'll know for certain that their faith was misplaced. The meeting with Argene's a front. While I keep her occupied, you, Krilgaren and Phasma will be able to move unrestricted. Where we're going is the Hierophant's lair. It's likely got some enchanted defenses. Krilgaren will be there to help with those. Meanwhile, Phasma will lead the gnomes to the ruins. You plant the missives on Argene, and the gnomes will take her away while the world watches. Phasma's got the tricky part. He's going to lead the gnomes to the ruins beneath Sun Camp. That way, once you plant the missives on Argene, the gnomes will move in and take her down. Krilgarin will be your support. The Fae have many powers and sensitivities. I figure she'd be best suited to helping you. I doubt Argene would invite me without having some form of security. Krilgarin will help you get past them, so you can plant the missives on her. I'm the bait. I told Argene that I would expose her identity to the Travelers, so she would ask to hold court with luck. I'll have her gaze long enough to let you plant the missives on. With luck, I'll have good. To keep the element of surprise, you'll be using a secret entrance to the ruins. It's one of the graves in Sun Camp. Once you're in, meet with Krilgarin. Now, we've got to move. Do your part, and hopefully we'll see the end of this job. In an Arathi ruin beneath Sun Camp. I suppose the place is the Hierophant's retreat. I discovered it while you were in the Odessa vaults. I made you a secret entrance. One of the graves in Sun Camp will drop you right into the ruins. See you there. It seems that the Hierophant made themselves a little hideaway beneath. It's a monument to her abuses, her power. We'll topple that place as well as her.
Yeah?
It is good for you to be here. We may now conclude Grimm's plan. I've come to lend what aid to Grimm's fight that I can. I feel a duty to see him safely to the end of this. I am far from its woods, and I miss it. I hope they are well outside of my presence. Long it has been known that there were Arathi artifacts in Sun Camp, but I did not suspect a complex beneath the soil. No one did. May the road rise to me.
Aye. Happy to mince words with you, but Grimm's the man with the strategy. Best talk up with him. Yeah, I suppose the Hierophant thought it proper that she have a palace. Guess it'll be her tomb instead. Good riddance.
You are welcome to walk the aisles, but please be respectful. The buildings here house the pinnacles of gnomish society, knowledge and law. This city will be a beacon to all of the other races, to let them know of our artistry, our resilience, and our mastery of knowledge and magic. I sponsor many of the scholars of physiology and humoral applications in the Basilica Nostra. With all that's happening, the world will need healers. The Templars are the leaders of the gnomish people. We are many, and sometimes at odds, but we have the goodness of our people, all peoples, in our heart. The art of rhetoric is essential for any Templar to master. And of course, I excel at it more than anyone. But such knowledge is better shared, agreed? Be well. Yes?
You've been to the road, aye? Any word of Argine out there? She almost never leaves Sun Camp. Hierophant keep her wherever she be. The woman usually keeps a close eye on the business and doings of our traders, but she hasn't been around of late.
Always time to toss a few dice, mate. Argine's gone missing, and things have slowed since then. I can only pray the Hierophant's eyes guide her. Bye.
Plenty of merchants here to take your coin. See Roland or Briante if you need.
At last, I can speak with Grimm's fateless ally with my true voice, and your meaningless plan is exposed. These ruins are full of travelers faithful to the Hierophant, who will kill any and all who intrude. This ends now. My powers may fluctuate around you, but they are not robbed of me. I could see enough of Grimm, Phasma, and Krilgarin to learn this plan. I tried to end your life once. I underestimated you clearly. Now I want to form a peace between us. I could use your skill. Frame Grimm for stealing the missives of Sable. You are not but a tool to him since he first approached you in Star Camp anyways. I suppose you believed it to be mere coincidence that it was Grimm who first recruited you into the Travelers. Grimm is crude and cruel, but with a bestial cleverness. He learned you were fateless, no doubt, long before the two of you met. He planned this rebellion long before Own's stand. He only waited until the perfect weapon to fight me appeared. And that weapon is you. Yes, yours is a fate I cannot read. I told you as much when first you prayed to me in Star Camp. I thought you were an aberration, but I'm coming to believe that you are instead a harbinger of times to come. Nature might cast us as opposites, as foes, but I believe together we might lead the Travelers to a golden age. So you claim, but I can see the threads of fate do not guide you. Nothing is decided. Think on my offer and take this. It is a key to the wings of the Hierophant's court, my sanctum. It is where I will meet Grimm. Grimm will be in the East Wing, remember that. Grimm is in the East Wing. Do the right thing, or face my wrath.
You have come. I was concerned, for Argine has not come to this ruin unprepared. There appears to be many guards loyal to the Hierophant roaming this hall. There is also a strange enchantment not far beyond here, but they are not insurmountable with a quiet pace. She has contacted you? Grimm believed he had her fooled, but her skills are greater than we ever thought. But so is her hubris. That key she gave you can be used to reach Argine as well as Grimm. She will be in the western wing of the court. But to reach her, you'll need to bypass a strange trap. One that watches the way with eyes unblinking. There's a magic sentry that watches over the path to the court. A statue called the Watcher. If it catches you, it will sound an alarm. But you can blind it. Extinguish the torches in its chamber and its gaze will be lost. The torches lie in its gaze, so the only way to snuff them is with a bag of winds, which the guards carry. Use it before entering the chamber and you'll be fine. There's a map, but you can blind it. The torches lie in its gaze, so though it is magical in nature, it still relies on sight. If you could blind it, then you could walk in the shadows unseen. There is an item on a nearby guard that would be of use. A bag of winds. Using it, you could snuff the torches and plunge the room in darkness. You need to steal a bag of winds from one of these guards. It will let you pass the Watcher, the stone sentry of the Hierophant's court. There's a magic sentry but you can blind. The torches lie in its gaze. May the wind be at your back.
Enough of your farces, Grim. You claim you want to blackmail me, but that is not your true purpose here.
Why, your worshipfulness, you can't blame me for desiring to have you all to myself.
This has gone on long enough, little man. I grow tired of your stallings. They will cease immediately.
I couldn't agree more, my dear seer. Seems like it's time for things to wrap up.
They've got the missives. Get them.
Let's get the hell out of here! Let's get the hell out of here!
Grim has taken to the shadows and the deeps, away from but whatever his endeavor is. I wish the wind be at your back.
What are you looking at?
Dove, we better run like hell if we're to get out of here. What are you looking at? Arjean's hold over the Travelers is broken. The Hierophant is gone. The Travelers will never be the same. You are like the Travelers of ages past. I name you one among their number. They'll sing songs of you forever as the Chariot. No jail will hold you. And since you've used the Shroud of Omission so well, I figured you could make some use of this. Well, I ain't exactly forthcoming with tasks for you, but I can't. The Travelers will always be different because of you. For better or for worse, the Chariot has left a lasting mark. Now we have some loose ends to take care of, but you can take a well-earned rest.
We have assumed martial authority over this area after a recent threat to Gnomish peace.
You and I aren't so different. See you.
Need to do any trade? I have some items for sale. Things have been different since the word came that the Hierophant had fallen. Grim Onwig's the leader here now. Mare and Irian were loyal to the Hierophant. I don't know if they left or if they were forced to leave. Come again.
Our prophecy from Arjean scorned could not have doom keep her forewarned. But though we laugh her to her cell, without her are we chained as well. Grim has come to Moon and taken reign, with a new order to maintain. Of his coup, he does not explain. A beauty true, a queen of love and blades, a fighter born, a lady made. But love was not made strong, and she has fled 'cause of a wrong. Our ruler's fallen, now in chains, and Grim takes the lead. Life in Moon Camp's growing strange, and changed in word and deed. Poor Irion, poor Mare, they go now to some wayward eon, for they were lost without the Hierophant's grievous stare. The vile hag of sun, tormenting us all so. Now deserving of our shun, to gallows she shall go. But though we scorn her, her words steered us from danger. Of hatred is that woman so deserving, but should her banishment be so unnerving? Goodbye, fly high.
Ain't a lot certain in the Travelers these days, with all the rumors. Feel like seeing if the odds are in your favor? Irion's better off with Mare at his side. He's not quite cut out to lead, even with all his experience. Looks like Mare came back. Now that's a story of love, her and Irion. One don't work without the other. Now that the Hierophant's fallen, who knows what's going to happen here? For the time being, looks like Grim Onwig's running things. Irion and Mare, they were high in the Hierophant's circle. Once the Hierophant fell, I don't know if they left of their own accord or were forced out. Hope you like your chances.
Well, I ain't exactly forthcoming with
These times are growing grim. With my training, I could help you get a leg up with trading. We all might need our last coin. Irion's back to his better self now that Mare's come back to him. Glad to see that Mare's back. Irion has more of a love for the... I never thought I'd see a day where the Hierophant was held in chains, and Grim Onwig, the leader of this camp. But what else could happen? Mare and Irion worship the Hierophant. When our seer fell, they fell too. I bid you goodbye.
My cards. Has the magic left them? Not 2 months ago I had seen Irion and Mare fated to lead this camp for years to come. We have entered times outside of what my cards have seen. Grim, the leader of the camp? Irion fled? Curious. The Hierophant has left us, and for the first time, the cards feel empty. Have we lost our dealer?
Care to wager? They call me Min the Grinner because I rarely lose. Another time, another game.
What are you looking at? We did it. We got out from under that rock and left the Hierophant in chains. We're the true travelers now. Free. Well, I've been to Telogris' den and back, but it feels calm to be at this place once more. Grim's running things here now. He said in time I might take the reins. That'll show these spur-galled layabouts. They're a bit lost without the Hierophant, but they'll be able to get through it in time. Grim, Krilgarin and I are here, and we'll make sure they see the light. Good riddance.
Selling any clothes? Well, my industrious little cloth finder. He's a different man with Mare. It's good to see him happy again. I'm happy that Mare returned. I only hope she learns to love pleasant journeys.
Watch yourself.
You're with the Scholia Arcana, are you not? I'm so very honored to make your acquaintance. I know what I wrote was vague. At first, I didn't know what I was dealing with. It's just... Shardfall. It's changed. You're the greatest mages in the land. No one knows more than you do about... well, anything, I suppose. To be honest, I'm surprised anyone answered my request for help. I'm somewhat used to being ignored. Shardfall is a cave to the west and north. It's a good place to harvest shards, hence the name. The place always has a bit of a chill, but recently the cave became cold, and it howls like it's angry. Many days past, my assistant, Donald Cutty, delved into the cave to collect samples. He never returned. It's more than just wind. It's like the cave is screaming. I could almost make out the words too, but I couldn't take the cold. I had to flee. I tried to find my assistant, but I failed. The cold of the cave is too great. Not 6 steps in, my boots froze to the very rock. That's why I've been devising a talisman to stay warm. The work is almost complete, too. I just need one last thing. If you're willing to aid me, perhaps we can solve this mystery. After I failed to make it deeper into Shardfall than just a few steps, I put up a barrier. No need to have some poor fool stumble in there by mistake. The barrier will let you through if you have an amulet that can keep you warm. Like one made from a Barghest's heart. A Paragon Barghest, that'll do just fine. I've heard of one ranging north of Amalur. If you can kill it, fetch me its heart, and I will be able to complete my pendant. I need the heart of a Paragon. Kill one, harvest its heart, and return it to me. Donald Cutty, my assistant. He runs errands for me, cleans my shop, and occasionally harvests gems from Shardfall. He's a bright lad, and has never taken this long to return from the cave. I'll be here.
Again? You and I should strike up a partnership. If I survive the night, that is. One of these days, I'll get up and drag my carcass out of here. Bye.
Mind your business. Ignore the pint, I'm working here. I was a soldier once. I'm here as a recruiter for the Alfar army. My superiors believe this. Let's just say I'm glad I'm not one of them. Good riddance.
Keep your eyes on your possessions.
The heart of a paragon barghest. Incredibly tough creatures they are. Give me a moment. There, take it. You're better suited to plumbing the depths of Shardfall than I. You can now brave the cold to investigate exactly what's happening. Years ago, I read a treatise from Savant Hadris Llewellyn that suggested frost magic was particularly potent there, but I never gave it much thought. All I really know is something dark is happening within. Be cautious. I'll be here.
You have absolutely no idea what you've done, do you? Mortals always trying to take something. Thanks to you, the barrier is broken, and the magic weakens. If we do not act swiftly, the Cradle of Summer will be lost. The Cradle of Summer is a blessed place, and we must protect it from those that wish to make such power their own. My barrier served its purpose for many seasons, but magic everywhere has been in decline. Your disturbance of the lore stones destroyed the barrier. You are responsible. All of this world's power flows from the wild of Ishara, and there are places where it touches us directly. Our power comes from the single source, drifting in the air around us, a light on the surface. We protect the cradle with a magical barrier, But now that you've tainted the lore stones, I must sacrifice my own power to replace what was lost. Then come. I will restore the barrier at the font, but you must protect me. The Wild Fae will be here soon. This is the chance they've been waiting for. Farewell. There is no time to speak. We are trapped in a flow from which we cannot escape. Prepare your... It is from this earth where the summer fae are said to have sprung. Fully formed, eternal flowers that never fade. For many seasons, our kind have fought to protect the cradle of summer and its importance in the great cycle. It is most notable where the power of Ashura spills into our world. Our sacred wellsprings, the font in the gardens of Isa, the cradle of summer, and Caer Elotha. The flow is weakened, slowing the great cycle. But I don't need to see the fonts to know that all is lost. I feel it in my being, deep where the seasons die. I am a guardian of the cradle, tasked with protecting this wondrous place, our great inheritance. Few mortals know how vital the cradle of summer is to all. If necessary, I will sacrifice myself to ensure that the magic here is kept safe. You have jeopardized that mission. Farewell. I'm so weary. But it is done, and the cradle is safe once more. You have done what is right, and I am pleased to give you this talisman as a symbol of my thanks. Perhaps the first one spoke the truth. That the fonts are running dry. That things are finite after all. For that is how I feel at this moment. Brain of all life. An odd sensation, this dying. Maybe there is something to mortality after all.